The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild has amazed a lot of us, from the story, the divine beasts, the side quests, shrines, and a lot more. It's hard to say Breath of the Wild hasn't got a lot of content, because it's full of stuff to do, and Nintendo are to adding to it with DLCs throughout this year, with a DLC 1 and DLC 2, and today I'm going to be discussing what the new dungeon in DLC 2 could be and add to the game in Breath of the Wild's storyline. Before I start the video, I'm Hyrule Gamer, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe for more Zelda news, discussions and gameplay videos. Also, I've been a bit inactive lately because I was on holiday last week, so sorry for no videos. Also, I've had a few people ask me for my friend code on Nintendo Switch. I don't want to put it out on YouTube, so if you want to add me, message me on any of my social media accounts. They're all linked in the description below, and I'll get back to you as quick as I can. Thank you. So, first of all, there could be two possible dungeons. First being a more traditional Zelda dungeon. For example, a dungeon based on an element, like the Forest Temple for Ocarina of Time. And second, an additional divine beast. I will talk about both of these possibilities for dungeons in the video. So, if we were to see a more traditional dungeon return in Breath of the Wild in DLC 2, we could possibly see something similar to Twilight Princess, where Hyrule Castle is a dungeon. Now, I know Hyrule Castle is overrun by Calamity Ganon and Malice, but I'm talking about playing in the past, so the past from Breath of the Wild before everything happened. Defending Hyrule Castle from an attack from Ganon, leading to a boss fight with Ganondorf at the end, instead of fighting Calamity Ganon like you do in Breath of the Wild. Remember, this is just an idea. My second idea was somehow travelling to an island which has a dungeon on it, which I think would be really cool in Breath of the Wild, possibly going off out into the sea, maybe a little bit of Wind Waker still, but not too much on it, and possibly have some sort of castle or some sort of sand or sea themed dungeon on the island, where there could be endless possibilities of what you could do inside the dungeon or on the island. An island with a dungeon on it could also introduce more side quests, more villages, towns and even shrines possibly if they wanted to, but it's just an idea, and I think that one would be really cool if you could go out to an island. Imagine the possibilities. Now, if there was to be an additional divine beast, how could another divine beast just be introduced in the game just out of nowhere? The only good idea I could think of for this one is if the royal family of Hyrule had their own personal divine beast, just for them for moments of need that lay inside Hyrule Castle or underneath Hyrule Castle, and as I said, only used in case of emergency, in case big outbreaks like Calamity Ganon happened. Maybe it was destroyed by Calamity Ganon, and possibly the DLC could bring it back to its full health, but under the control of Ganon, and you've got to go through and do another divine beast once more. But maybe this time it will be a lot more harder, a lot more challenging, and possibly a lot more big than the other divine beasts, because I think we can all admit, for those who have played Breath of the Wild and done the divine beasts, they weren't really that challenging and they weren't really that big either, but they were still fun in my opinion. Well, that's my thoughts on what DLC 2 could have in store for us in the new dungeon. Let me know your thoughts below in the comments on what you think the new dungeon could be in DLC 2, which comes out for Breath of the Wild holiday season, I believe, or holiday this year, and I really can't wait for it. There's also DLC 1 which has some other new things in it, but DLC 2 will have a new dungeon and a new story, it says, so I can't wait for that, and I will definitely be talking about it when it happens. Thank you everyone so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like down below. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe for more Zelda news, discussions and gameplay videos. And until the next time, I've been Hyrule Gamer.